Why not? Third stream of the day. It's only Valentine's Day. Let's see what we can do here. All right. One has 2 holes, one has 1. We're gonna pretty much have the next shooter done. We're gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do. I guess finish the body paneling and the electronics, I think. I mean, most electronics are done. We've got some panels to button up here. I think that's really about it. I don't think there's anything too crazy left happening. So, we'll get into it here. M3 4RT. For a bunch of short black screws. Guess I'm confused because this one's not open. We must have had 2 bags. I bet. M3 4. Gotta be 2 bags floating around. M3 5RT. Or if we got a straggler or 2 here. These are gonna be 6s. Already looked at those, are 5s. There we go. There's a whole bag. These must be the finishing screws. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool, we're doing good. Gonna try to power through this. We have so many more projects, so like I said, this is kind of a fun one just to break the ice. Long and drawn out, but we're getting there. Testing out all the studio equipment, figuring out, getting in routines. All right. Two holes. Got it. Go on the top. All right. Let's see. Stand by. So I'm just going to go down. I believe that's the correct one. Okay. Let's do this. If I can find the right tool here. All right, let's go. We added a new scene here. Rather, my 8-year-old did. So we'll try it out without him. See if we can get in trouble. Okay. I see. Is that right? That's right. Where is it? I think it's right. Let me look. Yeah, that's got to be right. All right. Yeah, we're good. I was There's a calibration screw that kind of threw me off there for a second. I knew it was lined up correctly, but wanted to be certain. What do we got? That's right there. What don't you like about that? So yeah, sounds like my son wants his own Lego channel. So we might see how that goes. Didn't take long. Came out here and stole the thunder. Now wants to watch. Do his own thing. Man, you almost have to get all these started before you can tighten anything, because they line up pretty good in the sheet metal for the body, but it's pretty much impossible if you try to tighten one of them first. It seems like every single time I'm going to be confident it doesn't work. All right, one more on this corner. This might help square our frame up a little bit. I'm still having a little bit of kind of concern with my belts in the back against that grill guard on the fans. I don't believe that anything's installed incorrectly, but for some reason it's touching, which we're not going to run it that way, don't worry, but I've actually got a new grill guard and still doesn't quite. What's up, Fausto? My man. Sorry, I was on the other side of the desk here for a minute. So I couldn't see my comments. The bad host. I hope you feel better, Fausto. It's no fun being sick, man. No fun. So that's our new scene that Casey made. He says it's much better, and he's probably right. I don't doubt it. All right. Let's see. We could, though. Let's give you a little more of a view. All right. The exciting part is we're putting the uprights together. Yeah. Too much candy, my man. I've been there and I've done that, Fausto. The good thing is pretty soon you'll feel better. You'll feel better soon. Even though it doesn't feel like it right now. I've done that also. We could talk about all the candy that we ate too much of, but might be the bad timing. Trying to make sure that screw is out from underneath the bottom. There's one I dropped earlier. This head went in way easier. As soon as I said that, I jinxed myself. Yeah, these are the worst to put in here. To like loosen all the sheet metal we already put on from the beginning. Let's see, maybe it needs to go down. Got me out of breath here a little bit, trying to put the right tension on it. Figure out where it needs pressure. Man, it's so close. There we go. These steps shouldn't take this long, but they do. Okay. 4 quick screws, you know. They just don't align. Hey, I'm boring enough to put you to sleep. I know that. That's good. Yeah, I think size-wise, yeah, I think you're right, dude. It's actually about exactly probably the same size as the X1 Carbon is. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's any bigger or smaller. All right. We need M34RT, which is what we just had. Where'd they go? Where'd we put those? Right there. So we need 8 more of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more just in case. There we go. Okay. And then M3x4, which are right here. One extra, so that'll go in the last man standing pile over there. And 3 of these little body clips. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're down to the last 4 corners. So, let's see. This one is that one. And this one is that one. The knee bone's connected to the neck bone. All right. Need a bigger space here. Oh my gosh. Somehow it feels heavier than when the box was new. So this is the top I'm working on right now. Or trying to. So I'm kind of pre-screwing the corners together. There we go. There's one. Right. And we're going to do the same for the other pieces. So we want, let's see. Which side is the, like that. All right. So we got these 2 pieces put together for the top. Ooh, look at that. It wants us to put it all together. One big square. I think we can manage that. I think so. Try not to push too many buttons on the computer here. Getting a little tight in here. One more. And we'll have the top ready for action. Give them all a little cinch up. All right. Now, I bet we put it on top. What do you bet? Ha, I knew it. I knew it. Which side's the front, though? What side's the front, though? How do we know? How do we know? I mean, Oh, I see. There's too many parts. Okay. Yep. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. How's she look? Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Ooh. Okay. Now we're going to put in a whole bunch of screws. At least 1 million. What is the deal here? Ooh, that goes in the back. Let's see. Hold on. It does. This. There we go. Same, but different. Same, but different. Perfect. So the only perfect side we've had so far. At least there's no AMS on top of this, so it won't, like a bamboo, so it won't really matter. Kind of looking forward to that, just having the simplicity of being able to see through the top. All mine have AMSs on top, so all my bamboos anyway. Yeah, this is a different printer for sure. I mean, it's in an enclosure, right? So that's different for a Prusa. I mean, my X1 is, but it's kind of an afterthought, let's be honest. This is the most bamboo-esque one there is, in my opinion. So you don't have to change camera views when you just change the view. You don't change the camera, you change the person. Then you have a different perspective without changing anything. Oh, we already did that one. Just testing you. So I'm still on the top corners here. And what do we got? One more? One more. And that was like, I guess I already got that one too. So that's the easiest thing we've done so far. Wish it was all that easy. Cool. Now she looks like a printer. Good girl. All right. Done. There's 3 in the back that I did not see. Well, these 3 nylon rivets, got it. 1. I have these rivets from earlier. Let's see if I can use them. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I had some of those rivets I had to pull out, those nylon rivets, and they didn't all exactly come out the best. M34RT. I mean, they came out fine, but they kind of stretched a little bit, so. All right. Where do these go? Next level down, next level down. Got it. Got it. Got to get that. I know, the thing I'm dreading that I hope goes smooth is just putting in the plexiglass. But I'm sure it'll go good. Nothing to worry about. Right? Nothing to worry about. We'll get it no problem. Excuse me. Talking all day. Get you to voice dry. Hold a little bit. Stripped feeling, it's fine, it's tight, but I didn't strip it, it just really never got tight. Printed parts package, you believe that? I thought we were past this. Printed parts package. So the filament sensor. So we got this handy dandy thing. And another printed part. And I can't even tell what these are. What is that? Ferromagnetic ball. It's another mouthful. Ferromagnetic ball. So it's a magnetic sphere, magnetic ball. Right? See what sticks to my desk. Maybe, maybe not. 2 magnets and an M. Oh, there it goes. Come back here. M3 by 10. That is wild. All right. M3 by 10. Oh, there we go. And our, oh my gosh, that one could have been bad. Whew, about lost everybody there. We're gonna move that. iPad fell over right into my drink. Ferromagnetic. These are not the, never mind. Ten by 6 by 2. That could have been good or bad or ugly. It's funny, they put the magnets in a SD card case. Nothing wrong with it, but you know, a little different. Okay. Gonna assemble the lever. So we're going to put one of the magnets oh boy. Put the ball in the wrong hole and it fit. That's crazy. Okay, that goes there. And so we got our, whoops, already lost it. Our magnet, our ball. Why does that not look right? I guess it's right. Maybe. Looks funky. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. I think there's got to be another piece. I feel like I got the wrong part or something here. So confused. Is that it, maybe? I need an adult. I need an adult. It's confusing. Oh. My sensor's different, which I'm confused about. So I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do here. Mine now is different. Mine's a totally different shape. I mean, sort of. I'm not sure how to do this any differently. Your comments? Yeah. The comments, which have saved me before, says, sounds like you guys have the Core 1 Plus, so that's interesting. So I am on the wrong thing the whole build, which is probably what screwed me up. Very similar, but now I'm questioning a bunch of the issues I had. So in my defense, when I bought the kit, the camera came separate, even though I bought it in the kit, and there's a QR code inside the box that says scan this for instructions. So that's what I did. Yeah. I'm sure some of the updated methods probably would have saved me some hassle. I'm going to check the fan real quick, because that's one thing that I feel like is still a mystery. That looks to be the same. All right, contents. Body electrical. All right. Yes. So this is my part, which is different. So what do I use here? Oh my. All right. That's why I've had troubles. Prusa gave me the wrong instructions. Or not the updated. I don't have the updated instructions. It's not what I got in the box. So. All right. So I been following the instructions, which I should have caught. It's my bad. For the Prusa 1 Core. I have the Prusa 1 Core Plus. Which I knew, but I thought I had the instructions for that. Okay. M3W washer. That's probably why I've had some struggles. Probably. Building a bicycle when I wanted to be building a skateboard. Yeah, this is making way more sense now. Jeez. All right, that goes in there. But it goes a lot faster now that we know what the heck we're doing. Okay. They really changed some stuff on this whole filament sensor, because being the magnet's not even close to the magnetic ball anymore. The other one, it was like pretty much like in the instructions, it was telling you like you should feel it, you know, move. And this one, it's positioned very differently. And I can't really focus because they're too high, but this one's very different. I'll show you when I get a little bit. So watch out for, make sure you figure out which instructions you have. That would be important. This must break a lot or something, because they put a washer in here. There wasn't a washer in the other design. I'm going to try to center that washer right in the middle of these two parts. Kind of distribute the weight a little bit. Okay. All right. I feel way better now. Okay, now we have this. This is an upgraded piece. I was wondering about all this. It's like, what is all this going on here? Okay, now we got it. There we go. They need a, if they attract, remove the magnet, switch its polarity. Roger, Dodger. Turning. There we go. Polarity switched. Mission successful. Got it. Okay, so now this is what the upgraded Core 1 Plus looks like. It has this orange piece. It has a washer. The magnets are moved. The other one didn't have this orange piece in it, and it didn't have that washer, and the magnets were in very different spots. So the magnetic ball's in here. There's a magnet here and a magnet here. Before it was like built into like right on the other side of this. So this is the Core 1 Plus. All right, so now we're looking for the filament sensor and filament cable, which is right here. If I can find the filament sensor, can't be far. I don't really have much left here. Here we go. So it's an infrared sensor, just a little guy. Nothing too fancy. And we got the lid, which I found looking for other issues. Man, we are getting down to bottom of the barrel here. Running out of screws, they're still hard to find. Alright. Looking for the last of the square guys here. Couple of the square nuts. M2x8, M3x10. 3x10, we need 2. There we go. And M2x8, I need 1. This look about right. M3x8, M2x8. Might be these actually. M2x8. We need 1. Got a spare? Yep, included spare. Love Prusa for that. Goes in the pile over there, and we should be ready to rock and roll. Will that kind of move fast? Okay. Take our wire. Gonna plug it into our filament sensor, which is pretty straightforward. Only can go on one end. On core 1, brown wire must connect to the 5-volt. Okay, I mean that's fine. Now we're going to work this guy in. Got it. What the heck, man? Oh, weird. Okay. This is kind of crazy how this filament sensor goes in here. It like doubles back on itself, basically. It comes in and then you put the wires under it and squish it down. You're not gonna really be able to tell, but see, top down. So the wires come in here, and you fold it back on itself, and then lay the sensor on top of it. Hey, you know, whatever works, man. That's how we roll. Got it. Oh wait, that goes in the notch. Yeah, it's in the notch. And make sure the connector and the cable touch the lever. Yeah, nothing touching the old lever. Okay, and then we put which one? Them two? Yeah. The old lever. Nothing like the old lever. Oh my. Oh. Trying to find my last. Where's my? I'm missing one little wrench here. Of course, it's a tiny one too. There it is. Try to secure this IR filament sensor. Get in there. Can't be that. So it can't be that far off, but it kind of is. It doesn't like to go in that hole because, well, I think I might be able to do. Dang it. Trying to decide if I can kind of get this cord wiggled out of the way a little bit. Since you double it back on the cord, I mean the fat part of the cord's in there. Cool. Next, put the top on probably. Okay, let's see. Turn it around. Throw it down, throw it down. Doing pretty good here, I think, actually. I don't think we're going to get done tonight, unfortunately. Not being a pessimistic or anything, but I just think it's been a long day. We might have a few more to do tomorrow. At least gonna try to get through this filament sensor tomorrow. Would be like, I'll try to solve this fan issue tonight, and then, you know, kind of like tomorrow hopefully is the final one. Might kick one more off like live stream when it prints, but so we might end up with a 10-part Prusa build. So yeah, I'm realizing I didn't have, the instructions were adequate, but a little bit of my gripe, I think, was I was on a different flavor of them here. I'm on the, I have the newer printer. I was on the original core instructions, so we worked through it. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, rocket science, as I say, but on the flip side, like, I think it would have sped this up a little bit. And honestly, I should have caught that, but it's a good lesson to learn, I guess. If anybody else looks around, no, there's multiple versions of this out there. Okay, there's that. What is that? Call it. Black one. There's one right there. It's our mix bag. I mean, there won't be much left once we get through this. There's just not. We're kind of down to the, getting down to the finish line finally. At some point I lost my zip tie bag. I don't know where I knocked that out of, but oh boy, back to the zip ties. Let's see. Okay, the collet goes in the bottom here where the cable goes in. That is not the right part. There we go. Had one of those little nylon rivets. Okay, collet. And the PFT tube comes down. There's a spot for a zip tie, PEFT. Yeah, when I get in bed tonight, I'll look at the Core 1 Plus instructions and see if there's something a little different. Most of this, there's only one way to do it, regardless of the version of the instructions, but a lot of it was like the parts. It's not like there were different screw holes, really. It's just they had maybe a little different parts and, maybe different screw length and aligned it a little differently or something. But, so, I mean, it's pretty similar enough. It wasn't, crazy, but I might see if there's something that'll remedy some of the issues I'm having with the fan in the back. Okay. So this, I don't know if this is long enough, really. It's kind of one of my worries. That PTFE tube was too short. Yeah, see, it's supposed to be, I mean, so if that's the case, I need more slack, man. I guess it wants it about right there. So, am I supposed to put a zip tie right there too? No. Through that same hole, which is kind of crazy because I already have a ton of crap through there. But, I've been keeping these grommets out too, and then just kind of snaking them back in when I'm done here. It's just not happening otherwise. That way you can get all the kind of the tension off them, and otherwise just keep pulling out. It's hard to get stuff through, and you start, messing with the wires and stuff, bending wires in ways you shouldn't. Okay, where does that go? That snakes in. Putting it in the back, of course. Like every other wire that's already crammed in here too. Yeah, this is the same issue here. Let's see. I don't know. Kind of challenging to, you kind of have to force it through these little holes because you're just kind of pinching other wires and it's hard on the connector. But we'll get it. Got it. Okay. Now we gotta see where this bad mammer jammer goes. Next. Oh, made me pull it all the way in there and it goes towards the top. All right. Made me pull that all the way in here and then this should almost be like the first one that plugs in. It's like right where everything comes in to the hole, so naturally like all the other cords coming in are in the way. Should almost go first, but I understand that probably doesn't make sense with the rest of the assembly, but oh, come on, how do I get this grommet back in now? There we go, I think we got it. Keep trying to get that grommet to seat, but what do you think? Oh, it's starting to look like a printer. Looks like a printer, I guess. Okay, it wants us to do a couple zip ties on the back. Kind of just bunch up everything hanging. So I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to, I saw for the USB-C cable for our buddy camera, get that kind of tied up too. So that's going to get looped in the mix. And we have to try to get this hung up out of the way enough to like clear a couple of these sheet metal screws in the back. There's some holes that we want to try to make some room for. I guess it's probably part of the back panel where it goes in or something. But kind of trying to strategically leave the fan cables out of the problem zone because I'm not entirely certain yet how I'm going to tackle that or what's going to be required. So we'll try anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a little trickier to accomplish what it wants me to with these zip ties because honestly, the USB-C camera cable is pretty close to just being in the way. So don't mind me. Just trying to keep my voice a little bit. Clip those zip ties. All right. All right, NFC panel. Where is it? Should be like one more printed part sitting here. There it is. Not the last one, but close. All right, M3 by 10. It is 11:30. Almost here. What do you think about them apples? Putting a sticker on. That's what's up. Some, I think, double-sided adhesive. Trying to peel off the label without getting the actual adhesive, which happened to us earlier. Okay, got it. Next. All right, so this is gonna go I think that's about perfect. Sticking this reader right here to the inside of this little printed part from the printed part package. Got a little wireless antennae. Straight it out. I'm gonna snap it onto the end of this board. These things are always kind of little internal antennas. Just gotta make sure you have it centered. Kind of a little expanding roll pin on the inside of there. So you kind of got to make sure you have it correctly and then commit. You got to press pretty hard to get them on, but if you don't have them lined up very well, then it'll bend. And then, I mean, it's really too small to fix. So Alright. Alright, where's this going? I see it. It's gonna go on our buddy board. Gonna require the assistance of my cell phone flashlight here. It is equally as small on the bottom of the putty board. It's definitely no better. They go on really pretty easy. You get them exactly square, but they're hard to get square, especially if you have any tension on the cable. It always looks flat and it's not. Dang it. I'm not sure I could capture this with a video if I wanted to. It's kind of in the open, but it's also not super friendly. Got it. Wow. Got a little mark on my thumb from that one. Kind of a stinger. Wiring check. I mean, at this point it's as good as we're getting. Prepare the electronics cover. Yep. Okay, got it. So, I guess at this point, I don't know. Flip it around, but got kind of everything plugged in here. And we're gonna one way or another get our thing in there. So that's these cables are like gonna of course be right in the way, even though they're not supposed to be. Right where they're not supposed to be. I think we did a pretty good job of routing them too. Make sure I don't pinch any cables. But we also want to get that guy on there, and I did pinch the cable right there a little bit. You can see it. You can see it. There we go. I hate to say it, but I think I'm doing it again. Let's see. Alright, that's in the way there. Cool. So now we're going to run these home. The bottom of our panel going here. Maybe. don't know if I caught anything there yet or not. Maybe. Can't quite tell. Flying blind here. That one did. I think we did okay. All right. Let's see. Try to kind of tuck a few of these wires around. More or less cleaned up good, but there's a couple kind of stray guys in there. All right, let's see, what do we got? We got that on. Wants me to make sure that the, oh my gosh, wants that in a C cable to kind of stay in its own lane here. So I'm going to try to pivot it a little bit. There's some capacitors and things down there that would probably interfere with it and maybe get hot. Yeah, it's about as good as I can get there. Okay, buddy camera. If you have a buddy camera in the future, guess what? We got one now. That's how we roll. All right. So this goes where? There. As far as I remember, this bad mammer jammer is like just straight up magnetic. Where did our USB cable go? No, that's the thing. Because it's going to be, I thought, oh, I think it just fell down. I think it's supposed to come up here. I think. Hopefully we left enough slack. If not, I can get some. There we go. Yeah, I think if I would have had the right version of the instructions, we would have been a little bit better off here. Plus, does it really go on the top? It goes on the side. Goes out of there. But yeah, I think we would have been a little bit better off, and maybe I wouldn't have to be as creative with some of the wiring on this, you know, bouncing back and forth between the buddy camera and all that stuff. There we go. Got us a little more slack on this USB-C, because I think what it wants, something like that. It says it's magnetic. Ew. So it's supposed to loop out the side corner. I'm gonna be honest already, like, I'm not really sure I like that it's just magnetic. I mean, these things shake quite a bit, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand. There's no screws. Okay, just literally hangs out like that. It sticks up there fine. It's still up there, but it's like there's enough tension on the USB cable where the buddy camera sticks in the upper corner. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like there should just, like, can we not put a screw in it? You know? One screw might be suffice here. All right, sheet metal, M34T by 8. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. A couple more pieces of sheet metal here. Looks like we got one of the back covers and not really too much left. I mean, there's the LCD, and I guess, I don't know what this other stuff is I got back here. There's the filter, which I don't think has power. Maybe it has power. Might actually be something we should understand here at some point. I got this filter that goes on the back. Looks like those screws. And then we should probably understand where this wiring goes to. Because before we put this all together, I'm sure it's gonna need plugged in somewhere, right? I would think so. Big old fan like that. That part we don't have to worry about. And let's see. I might kind of wing this because I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Whole wire goes to the grommet. Tuck it along the back side. Just need to figure out what screws we need, but that'll just sit on there. Got it. So you know, we might call it a night. Filament. Temperature. Fan 1, fan 2. MMU. That's another question. Did we ever get that filament sensor? I guess we're on the wire back. Let's see. I feel like we're missing something here. Yeah. I think the filament sensor cable I was complaining about being in the way is in the wrong spot. I just realized. I was looking for the spot for the extra filter fan. And I, reading the PCB, realized I plugged it in. They put arrows where you're supposed to route the wires, and sometimes it's a little tricky to see where they want you to plug it in. They usually show you a part of the PCB with no wires on it, which is pretty helpful, but there's enough wires. If you don't pay attention like I didn't there, it can get you. So I have to rotate this a little bit. See if I can get in on this here. Kind of the same problem I was complaining about originally, but not quite. So close. Got it. Cool. I'm glad we sorted that out. I'm gonna look on my phone quick, see what I can find for where to plug the core one into. M56R. I don't even know where those would be. Oh. Let's see here. Move this out of the way for now. We will get there when we get there. Found more zip ties, by the way. Right where we left him. All right. M56R. There we go. There's only 3, which is M5. Oops. M56R. Well, they need 2. 1 spare. Goes and then let no man land over there. Last man standing. Okay, we got 2 of those, and we need M3 4RT. Okay, which is pretty much the screws we have everywhere. We're just doing all the sheet metal with. Okay. Yeah. So this kind of already has the blower installed, or no? I guess not. Okay. So we need just 2 big screws. Nail down the blower. Holy cow, that's a big guy. Don't know if we've used that big guy before. Big old Allen wrench. Comparatively. You know what? I don't know that I feel like... I'm going to take this blower fan out real quick. Just want to make sure. Big foam funny piece. Just want to make sure it's all good. Okay. I think we're all good. The holes weren't just really lining up very well. Okay, I see how it goes. Why is this one connected to nothing? And the cord might be trapped under there, but it's not. That one went in just fine. This one seems so far away. Doesn't seem long enough to even come close to reaching it, to be honest. That one made it, no problem. Yeah, the bottom's out. What the heck, man? Man, all I can think is this was already in here from Prusa. I mean, literally, it came out of the wrapper that way. All I can think is they put the fan in wrong. Yeah, I mean, I haven't had this out, so. Yep, they had it in wrong. Maybe I got it in wrong. Airflow. I definitely just put it in wrong. All right. So there's no reason those 2 holes shouldn't line up. The cable's not trapped. That is like not even close. Why? Not impressed, not impressed. Yeah, this one doesn't even, I mean, I think this one goes in, you can get like a quarter of a turn out of it. This one just not even, I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, it's not grabbing nothing. This other one threads in fine, but really don't know. We're about to call it a night though. I'll have to tackle this in the morning. I'm starting to get, I'm gonna go lose my mind here. So that's flush. That's flush. I mean, well, or is it? So how is this in there like that? So a couple of these corners have a bunch of crap in the corner, from them soldering, or not soldering, like just manufacturing the box or welding it up. Let me show, like this. It's kind of hard to see, but what I'm wondering is if that will make it so like this won't mount as flush as it needs to. The cable for sure is not trapped. So that goes there. Let's see. This one's going in. I don't know. The other thing I can think is that Prusa stamped in there, it's throwing it off a little bit. The airflow can only go one way because, well, it's the airflow. So it's gotta leave right there where it is. That one cut. Yeah, I can just tell this one's not even. This ain't gonna happen. I have to get a longer screw. Which is kind of annoying, I think. Let's see. So these don't have threads. They're supposed to cut their own threads, but basically too far away to do that, to grab hold. It's only getting a quarter turn out of it anyway. I'm not impressed with this, that's for sure. This one, the thread's cut on this side. I'm gonna start that one. I don't know. I mean, the solution's to get a bit, another screw that's 2 millimeters longer. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I mean, you know, it adds up. You know, it adds up. But what was that? Well, it's been a long day. I'm gonna get some rest.